Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Haute Modesty. Today, I have this look that I created using the Viseart Petit Fours. I'm going to introduce two of the palettes to you today and do a look with one. So if you're interested in finding out a little more about the new Viseart Petit Fours, please stay tuned. Okay, my wildflowers. So let's get started. But let me tell you first why I decided to use the Viseart Petit Fours to give you a look. There's 4 of these actually available, but I bought the twin pack, which comes with 2 of the colors that I really do like. And so, you know, the color stories, they're everything to me, right? So, and these are the warmer tone colors, where the other 2 palettes, one is actually neutral that I think I may want, and the other one is cool. And I didn't want another cool palette, especially with only 4 shades, because I do have the Glam palette by Natasha Denona, which is completely cool. So yeah, I didn't need that because I don't really get into cool colors much. So anyway, so I thought I will go ahead and show you. And there's, like I said, there's 2 color stories in this one. And if you look around, they have a sale on them. They sell for $22 each, but I bought 2 of these for $27, and I believe I got this at Sephora. And the 2 color stories, this is really cute. It's magnetized in the back, you see? And there's a color right here. And you guys know this is my color story, right? This is what I feel comfort in, and this is me in a palette. The only problem with this is that I use it all the time, this color story, so I want to do something different for you. And so here's one. It's called Chocolate. Okay, this one, the pink one is Flambeau, and this one is called Chocolat. And so here it is, and these are colors that I don't really work a lot with, even though they're beautiful color story, right? And I know these would look okay on me, so I thought, why not? And another thing too, I've been getting into quads lately. I mean, playing at home, not showing you, but I think I told you about the Makeup Geek one, the palette, which is also a quad, I just noticed. And the MAC one I bought recently is also a quad. I'm thinking, okay, we have a theme kicking here. Why am I getting into, you know, when I have giant palettes, and I love giant palettes, why am I getting into quads all of a sudden? And I realized what it was. It came to me when I was really working with it. And it's because if a quad is put together properly, or I guess optimally, because, you know, is it proper or not? I mean, I don't know. It's in the eye of the beholder, right? But if it's optimized, I should be able to do a look just on this 4 and not really search through the whole palette thinking, okay, what do I pick? I mean, this is like a no-brainer. I have 4 colors. This is all I have to work with. And the thing I love about these Viseart ones is it comes with 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, or one maybe metallic, depending on which palette it is, right? And so, like in this case, Chocolat, we have these 2 that are shimmers. We have, you know, mid-tone shimmer and a light shimmer, and we have these 2. I mean, this would be beautiful for the outside V, and this one here would be a transition colors. It's all here. And so, and if you want a nice halo look, you can use this one here, right? And so it takes the guesswork out. I think that's why I've been getting into it. I actually also purchased the Pat McGrath, I gotta get that right, Pat McGrath quads also. She had 3 that came out with her recent one, and I did purchase those. And I'm seeing a trend here with myself, and, you know, I didn't notice it until recently, and why I'm using that. And so I like to use this today to show you. And the other thing too, this was part of my what is it, the Black Friday haul, but it's really not Black Friday, it's pre-Black Friday haul, and they're all starting to come in now. Today I received a box from MAC, a box from Ulta, a box from, where else did I get, oh yeah, Pat McGrath, And I also received a box from, was it Natasha Denona? I can't remember. I'm getting a lot of boxes now. And also I have a Glossybox, the special Glossybox that came in, and that is the seasonal Glossybox. So I'm going to shoot that video today as well, so you can see that. Okay, but I wanted to get this out to you guys in case you're interested. They do sell them separately. I got them as a duo, but they do sell them separately in case you don't like the colors. And I didn't really like the other two, so I didn't get the other two. So, but okay, so let's get started. What I did was I prepped my eyelids with the Nars. I think I talked about it the other day about it. I don't know how well this is gonna do, but this is a little bit creamy. Here it is, Nars. And this is a sample that I received from them. And this is it comes like a doe foot. And if you notice, I mean, just nothing really shows up. It's just very, I want to say oily, but it's got dimethicone in it. You can feel it. And, you know, usually those are good. But let's see what happens, because the other day when I had problems with the Colourpop, you remember it looked like it was kind of, you know, muddy, but that was definitely not the eyeshadow, because I did try it again, and it was how I prepped my eyebrows. And right now my eyebrows are really terrible because I've not plucked them, or I've not cared for them, because I'm trying to let them grow. And, you know, in the 80s when we used to have those little pencil, eyebrows, and that's what I had, and now it's finally growing back, thanks to Grande Brow serum. So we'll see what happens. So let's get started. And I did not put powder over like I usually do with when I use the Mario. I go ahead and powder up, but I did not do that. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. Okay, sorry about that. My camera ran out of battery. You know, you would think by now I would go ahead and plug it into the wall, because I do have that. But I just don't like wires hanging all over the place. And, you know, I'm just afraid that I'm going to hit the wire and the camera's going to come tumbling down. So, anywho, you think I might be able to get started sometime in this century? Let me try. So, here we go. We will start with this color here in my Refer number 1. Okay, and I'm going to use this as a transition color. The only thing is, let's see. Okay, I'm going to tap in here. Okay, very nice. This is so far, I mean, just first impression. So oh, that's another thing I meant to tell you, is that this is the first time I use Viseart, so I have not used this before. So this is also my first impression. And I just wanted to mention that the brushes that I'm using to refer, they are goat. They're not synthetic. And the other day when I was doing Colourpop and I was complaining that there are kick up, you know, Dana, I mean, good thought. I mean, you said to me that could it be that, you know, the goat's a little bit more harsh and it's not as soft as synthetic, but this brush is actually pretty soft. But let's see what happens, because that is a good thought though. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just lay this down as a transition color, and I'm going to work at just one dip in each eye. I have not gone back in to pick up more color. Next, I will go in with my Refer number 13 into this darkest color here, and I'm going to bring this into the outer V and see how that works. I'm just going to tap that in there in the corner here, kind of making that like a, I guess, a backwards C more than a V. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and darken up the crease here. But I want to leave alone the top where I diffuse the lighter color, the transition color. Okay. And I'll go ahead and work this. And I'll go ahead and work this inward a little bit more. Let's see. So that way I can give it a little bit more texture, or not texture. What is that word? Nice dark color here. This is the same on this side. Just start out with like a, well, this would be a C, right? On the left-hand side. This would be a C. Start by tapping in. One thing I haven't done that I started to do is kind of brush off my brush or dust off my brush. I went directly from the color into my skin. And, you know, I was watching Mel Thompson, and she does the same thing. And, you know, you just have to be a little careful and also expect a little bit more fallout, which we can always clean up, especially since I'm not wearing foundation. And I think I'll go back in with this color again a little bit, just to diffuse out this dark color and give it a little more color here. Okay, and just so that you know, I am getting a little bit of kick up. That is true. Take a look at this. And even though there's kick up there, it's still, the pigmentation is really good, as you notice. I mean, it's really, the color is really strong, and it's pigmented. And I don't know, maybe it is my brush. You know, it would be interesting because I can also try it with my synthetic brush. And I think I'll do that on my next tutorial, that I will use a synthetic brush and the same one to see if I get the same kick up. So that's an interesting thought. So okay. Next, I will use the Ripper number 2 brush and go into this, like, I don't know, this looks like to me nougat, you know, like maybe it's too dark for nougat, but this color here, and it is a sparkly, I can't think of the word. Oh my gosh. It looks like maybe it's a metallic, but let's see. Let's see. But it is really pretty, this color. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, ooh, this is really pretty. But you know what's funny? I'm really digging in there, but there's no kick up on this one. Interesting. Interesting. But here it is. Just give you the color. And what I want to do is I want to use this brush to do this side, and I want to use like a sponge applicator on this side to see if that helps, because sometimes it's really, oh, this one's laying down really nice though, even with the brush. Oh, this is very nice. But you see how much color I had to actually pick up, right? So it looks like a finely milled glitter is what this looks like. Okay, and now that I used a brush, I want to use the sponge applicator to see if it applies easier, because the other day I did that and actually did apply much easier, and I was working with Natasha Denona's colors. So hold on one second. These are so cute. It looks like a match. You know, you remember the old-timey matches? And it's from Ulta actually, and it's a bunch of little sponge applicators. So let's see. Okay, how do I get them out of there now? Oh, okay. Oh, how cute. There you go. And I'm going to see, just out of curiosity, because I don't like using my fingers. I don't like putting, you know, my fingers into makeup. So I'm going to see if it works better using an applicator. You saw how nicely this one went on though, right? So let's see. I'm just going to dip in there just a little bit like this. Oh, that picked it up really nice. Okay, and let's see. It does actually, you know, it does the work in half the time, I think. There it is. And I'm not having to diffuse it and, you know, work on it. So let's see. Let me just darken it up over here, make it even. So that may be a thing, you know. I mean, if you have a hard time with the brushes to pick up these type of metallics and dual tones and the glitters, maybe pick up a pack of these things, you know. I mean, it's worth a try. I really don't want to use my fingers, even though, you know, the fingers thing probably works just as good. So, but yeah, okay, it works. Okay, just an observation, and I looked in a mirror really close as I was using this applicator on the side that I used to brush. The side that I used to brush, there's a lot more glitter diffused out, where instead of having color embedded in there with the glitter. So when I look at the left side, which I use This had a solid pigment with glitter. This side had okay pigment, but this, really diffuse glitter. So that may be, that may be the thing with the brush. If you want something with a lot of pigment, use this. And if you want just diffused glitter, use this with a, hint of this. But I don't know why you would want that, but, whatever. So anyway, now it makes me wonder, because now there is this other color here that I wanted to use on my middle. Yeah. And also I have this handy dandy one like this, which is double-sided. Which is a little bit more high speed, I guess. And so I think I'm going to use this for my inside of my, inside of my lids. Inside of my lids. Oh my God. Today I am not able to speak. I don't even know the anatomical part of my head. So anyway, on the inner lids. Okay, so I will pick the pointy side, because there's two sides. There's non-pointy and there's pointy, and kind of dip in there a little bit on all the way around, so that way I can pick up some color, because I do twist it and go in. Oh wow, yeah, that is definitely it picks up much better, actually, the pigment and the sparklies. Okay, I think I have the eyeshadow part done. So let me just add a liner and some lashes, and I'll be right back. Here I am. So what I did off camera was put on the lashes, and these are magnetic lashes actually from Amazon, and they're just as good as any other lashes. I think that you would pay, what, $30 a pair? No, these are like not even $30 for 10, so it is what it is. It works just perfectly fine. So I'm happy. And so now what I want to do is I want to give you my last thoughts, or my final thoughts, on what I think about Viseart, because this was the first time I ever used Viseart product. And this was my first impression. And I'm okay with it. It's actually a good product. I didn't really go into it with great expectations or anything, like world-shattering. That's a word like that. Earth-shattering. There it goes. So, it worked well. I liked the idea of a quad, because it left very little, thinking, and I could just dip into here, there. And there was a little bit of a kick up, especially in this dark color here, but for the rest, it wasn't too bad, actually. It wasn't as bad as the Colourpop, but like I said, it could have been the brush. So we'll go ahead and use the Colourpop on another video using a different type of brush, something synthetic, see if it makes it better. So that way, I give it a fair shake, okay? And so, but as far as this goes, the color story is beautiful. It went on smoothly, and you could use it with a brush. It'll give you one look versus the sponge applicator, which will give you another look, which new to me. I learned that today. I had no idea that would happen, but it definitely does give you a different look. And so other than that, I've been grading these things on a scale of, 1 star to 5 star, just like, I guess, Yelp and everything else in the world. So I'm going to give this one a 4 star, and I think the reason why I don't want to give it 5 stars is because I haven't worked with it, really a lot. And for this particular one, I should be fair and say 4.5. But as far as Viseart and totality, I can't give you that yet. But I can tell you, I have add-ons coming, and I ordered, I want to say 4 Viseart palettes on add-ons. And so one is a totally matte palette, and the other ones are the mixture, the different mixture. So I'll be able to use more Viseart and give you a better overall thought on the Viseart company. But as is now, I like it. To be fair, like I said, 4.5 of this one. The color story is beautiful. It blended so easily, and the color stayed on. The pigment is strong, and there was no fallout. So, and like I said, and I'm not dusting off the brush either after I dip in. So that's that. And also I wanted to let you know that I have a lot of, like I was saying earlier, the Crazy Friday. Where are these words coming from? It's like, wow. Okay, Crazy Friday. No, it's Black Friday. Wow, maybe because it's a crazy day. But anyway, Black Friday shipments are coming in. Like I said, I received 4 boxes today. I should be getting more. And what I want to do is I want to wait until I get them all. And I'm going to say it's not going to take any longer than maybe next week early on Monday, Tuesday, and I will give you a rundown on what I picked up on the Crazy Friday. On Crazy Friday. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Crazy Friday. I like it. On Black Friday. So anyway, you know, I'm thinking, I'm not going to edit this out, guys. You know, my beautiful wildflowers, it is what it is. I am who I am. Maybe you'll get a kick out of it. If you do, that's great. If you think I'm just totally out there, that's okay too. And so anyway, I do have to go because I do have to record the Glossybox for you guys. And so I hope I added value for you. And even though this video was totally chaotic and crazy, and I was putting things on, you know, off camera, things were happening to me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, is it full moon? And so anyway, I have to have a chuckle for myself. I mean, silver lining, right? I get to laugh at myself. So anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, please give it a like if I added any value, including, you know, humor. All right, give me that. And also, if you have not subscribed yet, what I do, if this is your first time, is I give you a moment. I'll give you a moment all to yourself and to go and just click on that subscribe button. And do you also see a little, I believe that's in the left-hand corner, it has like a little haute modesty symbol? Hover over that and it'll give you subscribed as well. So see, I give you 2 ways to subscribe, made it easy for you. So anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. And as I always say, remember, don't sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.